Why you should never sell your Bitcoin. Michael Saylor, his thoughts about it. The truth is that everyone knows about the great value of Bitcoin, but most people tend to sell them when prices rise, thinking that they've earned their fair share. But then again, did you know? There's a common saying that you should never sell your Bitcoin. But why is that? Curious? Want to know why you should not do so? Then stay with us until the end of this video and find answers to your questions. Welcome to Crypto News Now, where as usual we demystify crypto and present it to you in a simple format. Today we're going to explain to you every reason why you should never sell your Bitcoin. So let's get started without any further ado. Let me begin by asking a question. Do you know about famed crypto investor Michael Saylor, who owns most of the Bitcoin? No? This is quite understandable since Saylor prefers to stay low and isn't too keen on becoming a public figure. Even so, his views on Bitcoin are fascinating. So let's take a look at what he has to say. So this Tuesday, MicroStrategy CEO Michael Saylor told CNBC that the cryptocurrency will continue to appreciate and will eventually become a stabilizing force in the entire global financial system. But he predicted in a bold call that Bitcoin's market value would be $100 trillion one day. Whoa! You might think that you heard the wrong amount, but trust me, it is correct. And Saylor's comments on Squawk Box came as the price of Bitcoin fell more than 10% on Tuesday, dipping below $50,000 per unit. So, follow the move lower, the value of the world's largest cryptocurrency has returned to below $1 trillion just days after it surpassed that mark for the first time. However, Bitcoin has still gone up 60% since the start of the year and has risen more than 360% in the last 12 months. It's nowhere like as absurd as Saylor's forecast, but getting to this point is still fairly exciting, isn't it? There's a $500 trillion monetary planet, and the outer layer is currency. Then you've got stocks, bonds, real estate. Then $10 trillion worth of gold is there, $1 trillion of Bitcoin in there. Bitcoin is going to flip gold, and it's going to subsume the entire gold market cap, says Saylor, who's become one of the most prominent evangelists for Bitcoin since his enterprise software company began buying it in August. Moreover, Saylor said, then it's going to subsume negative yielding sovereign debt and other monetary indexes until it grows to $1 trillion mark. So once it gets to $10 trillion, its volatility will be dramatically less. And with it approaching $100 trillion, we're going to see growth rates fall, volatility fall, and it's going to become a stabilizing influence on the entire 21st century financial system. So after Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen raised questions about Bitcoin once again, Saylor outlined his grand vision for the digital currency. Yellen expressed concerns over Bitcoin's role in illicit finance and about the energy consumption required to mine Bitcoins. Similarly, Saylor said that he sees a growing demand for Bitcoin in the coming years, not only from institutions but also from individuals worldwide, which will result in its value rising. Well, looking at Saylor's company stats, you could instantly tell that he's a genius when it comes to Bitcoins, so it's no wonder that his firm MicroStrategy is also expanding rapidly. Come on, let's see it in further detail. So MicroStrategy bought almost 21,500 Bitcoins with existing cash on its balance sheet in August. At the time of the regulatory filing on February 2nd, the company owned almost 72,000 Bitcoin for $47,000 in Tuesday's trading, which represented nearly $3.4 billion. Additionally, MicroStrategy recently completed its second convertible debt offering to purchase Bitcoin with its net proceeds. The company completed the first debt sale in December for $650 million. The offering completed Friday generated roughly $1.03 billion in net proceeds, with the notes bearing a 0% coupon rate. Told you that this man can also be termed as the epitome of success. Okay, now I guess we have succeeded in convincing you guys about why keeping Bitcoin is so important. And if not, then why don't we see about the past trends and future predictions of the crypto? Bitcoin's first big jump happened in the summer of 2010. The price rose from a fraction of a cent to the spring to $0.09 by July. Very few people, except for very niche tech experts and finance enthusiasts, knew about Bitcoin to buy the currency. And by October 2010, the price was about $0.10. However, a mini bull run began in April 2011 when Bitcoin broke $1 and it rose by roughly 3,000% over 3 months and peaked between $29 and $32 by June 2011. So by November 2011, the price bottomed out again at $2. The following year was uneventful. Bitcoin didn't bounce back in 2012, finishing the year between $13 and $14. Consequently, after years of price fluctuations ranging between $100 and $900, Bitcoin finally broke $1,000 again in January 2017, which had a chain effect and kicked off a euphoric bull run phase. And by mid-May, the price had more than quadrupled to $2,000, and by December, it rose to $19,000. So Bitcoin's price moved sideways during this time, with a few small spikes. The highest peak was in January 2018 at around $17,527. The lowest dip was around $3,236 in December 2018. Amid fears of inflationary pressure on the US dollar after the coronavirus pandemic shut down the economy, Bitcoin's price started to accelerate its upward climb. And by December 2020, Bitcoin's price had increased by over 300% since January. The year ended at a price of about $29,374, the highest it had ever been. As of January 2022, Bitcoin has dropped below $35,000 once again. And again, as of November 2018, the Bitcoin price had reached over $68,000, an all-time high. The price of Bitcoin is still expected to exceed $100,000 in the future, though some experts believe it is more a matter of when than if. Now coming back to its future predictions, if everything goes the way it is predicted, BTC will start in 2023 with a price of $50,000. In addition, predictions predict that the coin's price will rise to almost $65,000 by the end of the second quarter. Also, it is expected that BTC will finish in 2023 for $79,538, up 17% from today's price. The increase of almost 93% in value shows that if the growing trend continues, BTC will be able to reach the predicted price of $126,127 by the end of 2025. So at last, let me tell you why you should never make the mistake of selling your Bitcoin, as it is pretty certain that it is the gold of cryptocurrency, and it appears that even the domination blockchain of Ethereum cannot overtake it. Thus, Bitcoin's future seems to be glorious as ever because according to most analysts, the bullish nature will continue, and it is almost next to impossible to see a downfall in the upcoming few years. Well, at least if the predictions are correct, then Bitcoin will reach the $100 million mark in no time. So do you want to become a millionaire or a trillionaire? It's up to you. Also regarding Bitcoin, it's worth noting that we should not expect a strong correction, experts say. As a result, large crypto investors do not sell their coins but rather withdraw liquidity from exchanges, which boosts the price. So in conclusion, all I have to say is that the future predictions and the words of Michael Saylor accurately match, as both of them have a vision of BTC going to the $1 trillion market. Also, if I were a holder of a large number of Bitcoins, I would have never sold it in the upcoming 4 to 5 years, as I want to become a trillionaire. Now that we've come to the end of this video, let us thank you all for staying with us until the end. Don't forget to let us know in the comments section what your views regarding the thoughts of Michael Saylor on Bitcoin are. Also, do mention if you have some predictions of your own or you have some data analysis on BTC. If you found the video interesting, go ahead and hit that like button. And if you're new here, subscribe and click the bell icon. This way you'll be notified on all the future crypto and NFT news. We'll see you in the next one. Until then, peace out.